Hello. You know, people you pass in the street and even the folk that you know look like normal people, but many have a secret passion: collecting. Now, I've no idea why this is so popular. I'm a sufferer myself to a modest sort of degree, but it's interesting to see just what people collect and where the interest lies. Take thimbles. These useful items, a boon to seamstresses, were usually made of some kind of metal, and these are still collected, especially those made of precious metal. But the more humble folk seem to prefer china ones. They are quite impractical, of course, but they can look very attractive, and some gain value. For example, look at this one of our present Queen. And here's one of her forebears, Queen Victoria, and Prince Albert. For many, the challenge would be to fill in the intervening reigns. Well, so here they are. King Edward VII and Queen Alexandra, King George V and Queen Mary, King Edward VIII, and we all know about him, and King George VI with Queen Elizabeth. But some thimbles are just plain pretty, with designs and flowers, or pets. But mostly they're souvenirs from all over the place. Here's Belgium, and one from Japan. How about York Minster? And then there's the Mary Rose, the Henry VIII flagship brought up from the bottom of the sea. There's so much choice, and so many possibilities. These little pieces of memorabilia need not be expensive, and each one of them carries a memory of some kind, usually a happy one. And that's worth a few pounds each, isn't it? Pretty, aren't they? The stories vary about the beginnings of glass paperweights, but it's generally accepted that they were made from the residue of material after making windows. Any glass left in the furnace was gathered together and made into dumps, as they're known. The better ones were sold off as ornaments, but the bad ones were used as doorstops. Soon factories were making paperweights especially for the collector. Swirls in the glass were originally quite popular and still are. And one of the more spectacular results is the millefiori paperweight. Now, millefiori means 1,000 flowers, and you can see why. Here's a millefiori paperweight in a dump shape. By moulding the glass, alternative shapes can be made. Some artists use a variety of finishes. Here are a couple with an iridescent coating. Now, the petrol effect is on the outside. These proved popular as the owners found that there was a sense of peace as they rubbed or caressed them. However, traditional paperweights are sort of round in shape, and the designs are on the inside. With practice, all kinds of effects can be created, spray and bubble designs, along with embedding petals to form a flower. Now, sometimes small glass objects are created, like these dolphins, or this butterfly. Can you see the little frog in this one? Let me show you. Liscard glass from Cornwall usually had their logo in the base of the weight. Others relied on a small paper label, and some didn't bother at all. Some makers can be recognised by a flat window in the side of the glass orb. This one was made by Selkirk Glass of Scotland, and it's dated 1982. Yes, many can be traced well back into the past. Now, some companies go for a striking visual design, whereas others go for a modified shape. But whatever the design, the result is usually an attractive product. There's much to enjoy in collecting paperweights. They're worth looking into.